Hey, it's Elle, and this is the first spread in my poetry reading journal of the first book I read in 2021. Felicity is a collection of love poetry by Mary Oliver. Love for her partner and love for life, the connection between various aspects of existence, people and the trees and God. I first read this collection in 2019 and I tabbed with read the poems that I liked the most, but they mostly went over my head. I reread the book this year and I felt like I was reading it for the first time. Just starting the spread by placing the items on the page and seeing where I would like them and how I want the page to look. This page isn't ripped out of the book. I typed up the poem and formatted it as closely as I could, and then I printed it out on cream paper. I chose A Voice from I Don't Know Where, which is the final poem in the collection, and I placed the window of the paint sample card, Gentle Kiss, over the words. Yes, I said it is, in response to, it must surely then be very happy down there in your heart, which I think is a lovely conclusion to the collection. So it looks like it is a page from the book, but it's actually not, because I wouldn't rip a page out of a book. These pieces are carded from a skincare product packaging box. And I used the word company because I thought it tied well with the collection. As in company of others, not like a company. Then I added a tiny envelope which will be used later for a reference to a poem. I then used the same paper that I made the little pocket out of and teared a piece to feature Mary Oliver's name in the top left corner. Moving on to the second page, I blew up the cover and printed out various sections that weren't covered in text, because I think it's beautiful and I really wanted to feature the art. I also cut out the page numbers of my favourite poems and placed them around the spread. In I Don't Want to Lose, Mary talks about wanting to remember everything and lying awake, holding on to and sinking into memories. It reads, I don't want to lose a single thread from this intricate brocade of this happiness. I want to remember everything, which is why I'm lying awake, sleepy but not sleepy enough to give it up. Just now, a moment from years ago, the early morning light, the deft, sweet gesture of your hand reaching for me. And then, in the very next poem I have just said, she confesses to not being able to remember everything. She thanks her partner for all of those moments, the ones she remembers and the ones she doesn't. I have just said something ridiculous to you, and in response, your glorious laughter. These are the days the sun is swimming back to the east and the light on the water gleams as never it seems before. I can't remember every spring. I can't remember everything so many years. Are the morning kisses the sweetest, or the evenings, or the in-betweens? All I know is that thank you should appear somewhere. So just in case I can't find the perfect place, thank you. Thank you. Leaves and Blossoms Along the Way was one of my favourites. There are two stanzas in particular that I really loved. Some words will never leave God's mouth, no matter how hard you listen. To understand many things, you must reach out of your own condition. There are a few stanzas away, but they kind of rhyme and I like them. Then I placed another flower sticker, which accidentally got stuck to a piece of paper with white ink, but I chose to keep it because there's beauty in imperfection. I'm not sure I like how I placed the title. Kind of wish it was printed on the sheet underneath instead of having the burgundy box around it, but it's stuck down now, so that's how it is. I then made another reference to I have just said by writing a little thank you note to slip into the envelope. I also included a reference to the poem How Do I Love You? How do I love you? Oh, this way and that way, oh, happily. Perhaps they may elaborate by demonstration, like this, and like this, and no more words now. On the back of the cover, I'm just writing some thoughts. And then I also rewrite the thank you note because the ink bled. And I'm putting them in their little pockets. And this is the final spread. I really like how this spread turned out. I think it's so pretty. Let me know down below your favourite Mary Oliver poems or any poets that you think I should read.